Hello, guys. So, I am again back with my interview experience, and this time, to be honest, this is not very normal for me to record it, but okay, maybe it will help you, and also you guys can share that if something like this happened to you also. So, this is my Goa Institute of Management interview experience, a stress test like never before. So it happened on 28th February. I was the first candidate, maybe, because my time was 9 a.m. There were two male interviewers. I was feeling prepared. It was my BIFS interview, but knowing that anything could happen, little did I know it would be a full fledged stress test from the very first question. The beginning, the warm up. PI started with, "Tell me about yourself in brief." I kept it crisp, no reaction. Then they asked me why MBA in BIFS. I explained my interest in finance and the industry scope. He nodded but moved on quickly. Why is NPV more important than IRR? I gave my reasoning, but I don't think so that he was convinced. The grilling had begun. The real challenge. Panel 2 leaned forward, smirking slightly. Why do I have to pay tax at rupees 13 lakh while someone at 12 lakh doesn't? Why should I pay? I started explaining progressive taxation, slabs, exemptions, budget 2025, all the logic I knew. He wasn't buying it. No, no, no. Either you don't have logic or you don't want to use it. This was the exact line that he used. I tried again with a smile on my face because I thought that it's a grill kind of interview. It's a stress interview and maybe he's testing my patience, but he was literally not. I tried with different approach, still unsatisfied. He said, "Okay, let's leave the question. You don't know the basic." Then he asked, "You'll have less money than someone at rupees 12 lakh after tax. Does that make sense?" At this point, I knew it was not just about my answer, it was a test of how I handle pressure. Then he asked me full form of Niti Ayog. I was not aware of the full form. I was trying to explain the definition. He asked, "Did I ask you the definition?" I replied, "No." He asked me, "Why does a balance sheet need to balance?" I explained, but again he didn't seem satisfied. I used the sentence "needs to be balanced," and therefore he asked, "Are you pressurizing balance sheet to be balanced? What do you mean by need to be balanced?" Finally, he asked about my other calls. He started writing down what calls I have, and he asked, "Did you converted any of them?" I said results are still on the process and I didn't receive any. He said it was over. "Can I ask you something?" I said, "Okay." He asked me, "Tell me something that I should ask you." I said, "Any concepts that is related to my graduation, academics, etc." He said, "You don't know the basics." So he said me, "I have a one final advice." I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "Brush up on your concepts." At this point, I knew that maybe he was not satisfied even with one of my answer, and this was not a stress interview because at the end he was not even smiling. I said, "Thank you, sir." I would suggest that it was about staying calm, confident, and composed under stress. I was doing everything of it, but he was not satisfied at all. I had literally read many transcripts of Go Institute of Management, and 2 out of 1 students have said that the panelists were least interested in taking the interview. And guys, I feel the same for me. I think they were not even interested, and I was the first one to be interviewed that day, and I feel that they were not pressurized, they were not interested. I feel that they were literally not even satisfied with one of my answer, and the question that they were asking was not even related to my field. For example, full form of Niti Ayog, if I was trying to explain the definition, I think at least they should have heard it, but never mind. I would suggest that it's not enough to know concepts. I You must know defend them under scrutiny. Some questions are meant to rattle you. Stay calm and logical. Every interview, no matter how tough, is a lesson for the next one. I think this was the experience to remember forever. On to the next challenge. If you have faced a similar kind of interview at Go Institute of Management or any other college, please do let me know. I would share my upcoming interviews. Thank you.